Submissions from a bow and arrow setup from one of our most common pins we have, crossbody pin. Don't feel like I'm losing position to get my submission. And then once there, let them help dictate what submissions you want. So again, remember our setup from this, it's from the attacking of the side. And as we do so, and start to put some pressure. Sometimes they'll turn away by accident. Other times you can drive them away. Why not use leverage and get underneath the armpit? It's way easier to hold. And it's gonna help us move the head up and make space when we windshield wipe. If this was street applicable, we've gotta watch this hand. But from here, we're gonna windshield wipe our legs and sit down on our butt. My foot should be by his shoulder blade, my knee by his hips. Look at this big window here to now crisscross my legs. If I want to keep holding this arm, I can grab my lapel. If I need to watch for punches, I can grab here with a monkey grip. And now from here, I can start my series of attacks. Again, remember, this is a common mistake. Having this arm up here by the side of his head. Like a good loop choke, we want that arm underneath the head and behind the occiput of their skull. You can take this lapel and cinch that right up. Reach down, grab at the knee joint. We've got the luxury of pant leg. My knee is here, putting leverage and pressure right in his hip. Look at the cant of his body as you see this come in and tighten. The one thing that we were talking about when we were drilling is efficiency of transition. Why would I move my limbs all around to attack something else when I don't have to move and I can continue the series of attacks? So from here, before I move my legs to do a traditional arm bar, do I have a Kimora from here? Sometimes if you really gotta get tight on that shoulder joint, other times you can go here. Takes a little more torque of the upper torso of the attacker. From here, why don't I just transition to a nice orthodox wrist lock? See, I haven't moved my lower torso at all. My legs are still tight. And I'm able to just slither from position to position. When we're doing these joint locks, elbows come in like a splint. The higher up the wrist, the less leverage we have. So come down over the knuckles of the joint and crunch for the tap. Now we move to the movement side. And I circle around, now I'm in line. Yeah, it'd be nice to have this here, but it's not necessary. If I'm going for a traditional arm bar, I simply bring my leg over, this stays on the same side, and I pinch my knees. And at an angle, I keep his thumb pointing away, I finish with an arm bar. Linked submissions from a bow and arrow setup from one of our most common pins we have, crossbody pin. And you can still transition. If they're real strong, if they scramble, if they turn into you, you can still go knee on belly, go to mount. There's a ton of other attacks. You don't lose position. I don't feel like I'm losing position to get my submission. And then once there, let them help dictate what submissions you want. Beautiful, isn't it? All right, let's drill it a few more times. 1, 2, 3.